Ah, Norway. Glaciers, fjords, bears, Erling Haaland, and disc golf? Yes, indeed. But with so many new brands exploding onto the scene, is there room for the first Norwegian disc golf manufacturer, Alfa Discs? How can they set themselves apart from the competition? These are our first impressions. Hey everyone, it's Greg from Six Sided Discs. Before we see what Alfa Discs has to offer, let's see the monumental task they and smaller manufacturers like them have in front of them. UDisc recently surveyed players around the world on what their favorite brands were, and there are some interesting results. In the United States, which has the most disc golfers and courses, as well as Canada and Australia, longtime manufacturers like Innova prove the most popular. While companies across Europe that have developed alongside the growing player bases there are reaping the rewards, with roughly half of them choosing Discmania and half Latitude 64 as their favorite brands. Across the United States, every state selected either Innova or Discraft as their favorite. So if you're a new brand in disc golf, what do? Do you try to make something completely different, like swirly, colorful, rubberized discs from Elevation? Do you focus on brand identity and develop a line of discs all around a single concept? Lone Star, Doomsday, Clash, just to name a few. Or do you find a niche, like environmentally focused and recycled discs from Trash Panda, beginner focused and friendly like Divergent Discs, or stunning stamp designs like Thought Space Athletics? It seems like despite the big names of Innova and Discraft dominating the market of the United States, there's still room for smaller manufacturers, and people are open to trying something new. Alfa Discs is banking on just that. For them, it started in summer 2019. While on holiday in the United States, a couple of friends from Norway were seeing the sights of Las Vegas, made a trip up to Logan, Utah, and while there, they had a brief unplanned visit at Infinite Discs. From there, their dream of owning their own store started, and soon after, it grew into becoming the first manufacturer from Norway. In 2021, their dream became a reality. Alfa Discs had their first disc, the Apollo, approved by the PDGA. The Apollo is a straight-to-stable mid-range, rated at 5.5 -1.2, and was designed to be a workhorse mid-range that can hold any line. In 2023, the PDGA's website shows they have 6 approved molds, though there are currently only 3 available for sale: the Apollo, Cosmic, and Snoopy. All of their discs' names, stamp designs, and typography feature a space theme. The Cosmic is an 8602 fairway driver designed to be a workhorse for most players. The Snoopy, a do-it-all putter, is named after the lunar module used for the Apollo 10 lunar mission. It is the only once-crewed spacecraft known to still be in outer space without a crew, still orbiting around the moon. Like many new manufacturers, Alfa Discs is focusing on the core staple molds in their lineup, like a straight mid-range, stable fairway, and reliable putter, to help their customers build out the most important slots in their bag. Impressively, Alfa Discs has quickly put together 4 different blends of plastic. Their first, Crystal, is a semi-translucent premium plastic that feels stiff and durable with excellent grip. Chrome is an opaque blend, slightly more flexible than Crystal, but is still a durable premium plastic. Crystal Glow is a premium glow plastic with very similar stiffness and feel to Crystal. Alfa Discs believes that their glow plastic will make their discs slightly more overstable. For example, the Cosmic is rated as an 8603 in glow plastic. Finally, they have Copper, a high-quality putter blend plastic. It's close to the stiffness of Exo Hard from Discmania, but with a smoother finish. The Copper will feel great for both putting and throwing. Crystal, Copper, and Chrome fit their space concept, as you could see them being used as materials to construct space-related technology. But no matter how good the branding is, how the plastics feel, or how well made the discs are, at the end of the day, people want to know how they fly.
So, let's find out, shall we? First, let's start with the Cosmic. We have it in 2 plastics, Crystal and Chrome. Our Chrome Cosmic has noticeably more dome than the Crystal Cosmic. Let's see the Chrome Cosmic on some hyzer first. And this got a lot of glide, plenty overstable. And now the Crystal Cosmic on hyzer, again, plenty of glide, plenty of overstability to it. Now throwing these flat, I was expecting them to get a nice straight flight with a reliable finish. And watching these side by side, that's pretty much exactly what we got. Now the chrome is a bit domier and it got a little bit more turn or held that straight line just a touch longer, while the crystal didn't hesitate and faded out a bit more quickly. And now finally on Anheuser, and this is where I was a bit surprised. These flew really nice, forcing them both over on quite a bit of Anheuser, which I will admit is not my preferred release angle. Gave them both plenty of time to slowly work back to flat. The Cosmic is a workhorse fairway driver. It sits right in between a seasoned T-Bird or Thunderbird type fairway driver with reliable stability and a consistent flight. Now if you're looking for more stability, pick up their Crystal Glow version. Next, let's move on to the Apollo. Let's see it on a couple different angles in both plastics. I have to say, the Apollo was really impressive. A 5.5 -1.2 flat top mid-range, it is the perfect mix of straight and stable. The Glow version only had a tiny bit more overstability than the Chrome, but both were really nice. I've thrown a lot of mid-ranges. I wasn't really a buzz guy. I threw a lot of MD3s and Mindbenders when I threw Discmania, and now I'm rocking the M4. But if I was not on the Prodigy Street team, there's no doubt that this Apollo would be making a way into my bag. Finally, the Snoopy. The Snoopy is an all-purpose putter available in Copper, Crystal, and Alpha Glow. Rated at 2402, the flight numbers are fairly accurate. Thrown on hyzer, it has enough stability and torque resistance to resist turning over. At most, it'll flip to flat briefly before fading out. Thrown flat, it holds straight for a moment before finishing with a nice fade. Finally, on Anheuser, it holds surprisingly well. In fact, it gets back to flat and manages to fade forward with relative ease. All in all, for a newer brand, it has clearly paid off for Alfa Discs to put in all of their focus into just a few molds, as they have turned out a trifecta of winners. Back to you, Greg.
Thanks, Caleb, for throwing those discs and for your thoughtful analysis. I wonder, how will U-Disc's map look in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? How many new colors will we see? How many of these brands will still be around in 5 to 10 years? Perhaps the next big one isn't even here yet. But for now, Alfa Discs has made quite the first impression. For Six Sided Discs, I'm Greg. We'll see you in the next one. If you like this content and want to see more, please consider liking the video, subscribing to our channel, or supporting us on Patreon. Your support makes this content possible. But while they had a brief, unplanned visit at Infinite Discs... Oh, I read it wrong. Pooh. All of their discs feature a space theme... No. All of their discs... Speak. All of their discs' names, stamp designs, and typography feature a space theme. Impressively, Alfa Discs has quickly put together...
Boom! Which one is it? Our Chrome... Ooh. Now, watching these fly, I was expecting them to get a nice straight finish. Man. Now, watching these fly, I was expecting them to get a nice straight flight with a little bit of finish. Reliable.
You got it.
Now, a 5.5 -1.2 flat top mid-range, the perfect mix of straight and stable, I'd have to say I was very impressed. It was close. The Apollo was really impressive. Okay. Now, a 5.5 -1.2. I feel like you in the blooper reels now. All in all, for a newer brand, it had... All in all, for a newer brand, it has clearly paid off for Alfa Discs to put all of their focus... No, that stutter right there. All in all, for a newer brand, it has clearly paid off for Alfa Discs to put in all of their focus into just a few molds, as they have turned out a trifecta of winners. Back to you, Greg. That was the one, right?
That was it. All right. All right.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.